what is the importance of dawah?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wa salatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I think as we know that fresh blood into anything,
Yes.
into a family,
Correct.
is so important.
Yes, true.
So important.
You know, brother, we were talking outside about, before we came into the, before we started the show, we were talking about something about dawah, and you mentioned that we have more than one type of dawah.
Well, we can. I come to that. Inshallah.
Okay, all right. Let me just take it step by
Well,
step.
what it is, first of all, I think that for a Muslim, it's enough that Allah's Quran, tells us that ud'u ila rabbika, ud'u ila sabili rabbika bil hikmah wal maw'izatil hasana.
True.
It is important that we understand what these words mean. You invite to the way of your Lord with hikmah and with the best ways, the best wahad meanings. Now, what we need to elaborate here is what is the hikmah and what is the maw'izatul hasana.
Yes, but we just need to translate this first.
Yeah. What is the wisdom?
Yes,
And what is the best preaching?
Very good. Yes.
Now, the best hikmah is the hikmah, the way of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi
Alayhi salam.
wasallam, the sunnah.
Of course.
Now, Allah's Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was the best person.
Of course.
The meaning of hikmah is to put everything in its right place.
True.
And he was the best person who put everything in its right place.
True.
Like a doctor, you would put him in a hospital. Like a teacher, you would put him in a school. So the whole idea of hikmah is the way of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And we have so many examples, which will inshallah we'll give a few.
Inshallah.
That the heart of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was they were very brave, but when it comes to dealing with non-Muslims and Muslims alike,
Yes.
they show so much compassion, so much love for people.
Yes.
And I think that one of the things that I learned in dawah, in my 20 years experience in dawah, is that people will never take anything from you unless they like you.
True. True.
So we have to get into people's heart first.
True.
And if they like you, only then they will listen to you and they will take from you.
True.
So it's very important that that we, first of all, we understand what we do and why we do it, what we do,
And
why we do it, and how we do it.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, when we talk about the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that's the hikmah. Now, the best preaching comes from Quran. Now, I will just give you 4 examples from Quran, and that is Allah's Quran teaches us about Aqidah.
Yes.
Then it teaches us about how to talk to people.
Yes.
And then it teaches us about how to walk. Yeah?
Yes.
How to deal with Muslims and non-Muslims.
True.
And if you look in Quran, it's full of advice that how you deal with people.
True.
Yeah? Now, once we've got these, fundamentals right, that we don't invite to anything.
Yeah.
We're inviting people to a message. And that message shouldn't be distorted.
True.
It should come direct from Allah's Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the Quran, the book of Allah.
Yes.
And then now we come to different forms and shapes of dawah, who we do it to and how we do it. Now, there is primary dawah and there's secondary dawah.
Okay.
Yeah? Primary dawah is when you invite any non-Muslim, anybody that you meet or you come across, that you do business with,
Yeah.
you invite them to Islam yourself.
This is the primary.
It's the primary.
Yes.
That you make the invitation yourself, you give them the information, and then leave the rest with that person and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because the hidayah comes from
Allah.
your duty, your job is just to convey the message.
True.
And you must convey that in the best possible manners.
Of course.
Yeah? In a way that is ahsan, that's best.
True.
Now, the primary is when you do it direct.
Yes.
Now, secondary is how you behave. The best dawah is secondary. Is people look at you
Yes.
and they see how you conduct yourself. Yeah?
Of course.
And you have to be the best salesperson
Of course.
of your deen. And you have to have that exemplary character where people are forced to ask questions. You know, you force them to
Yes.
think. You know, you do things that are undone these days.
True.
Speak
True.
the blatant truth, even if it goes against yourself. That's what makes people think.
True.
But this person could have told a small lie and got away with this.
True.
But he's got himself into trouble by speaking the truth.
True. True.
That'll make them think. And then, when that happens, you don't take credit yourself. You say, I'm only doing it because of the command of my Lord and the way of Rasulullah.
True. Amazing.
So that is secondary dawah. Is if we practice our deen, we wouldn't have to invite anybody.
They would just see by
Those
example.
actions will do
Yes.
the business.
Yes.
You understand?
True.
So that is one secondary. The other secondary dawah is where you cannot possibly be everywhere all the time
Of course.
yourself.
Of course.
So you have to recruit other people. You have to convince other Muslims that making migration into lands where there's non-Muslims ruling.
Yes.
Yeah? But let me give you examples of these lands. I've visited so many countries in Europe and America.
Yes.
And I'll tell you two examples in our news segment today.
Okay.
Was that there's people wearing hijab to help Muslims overcome the fear in America. Isn't that a beautiful example of non-Muslims trying to help you, to
Yes,
protect you, to cooperate with you? Would you see something like that in a Muslim country? I have not come across any good gesture
True.
like that.
True.
A gesture of humanity.
True.
So these people have what it takes to be a good Muslim.
True.
And I'll give you an example in a minute. To be a good Muslim, they already have all those qualities in them. All they need to do is to adjust their life a little bit.
Yes.
When they do become Muslims, and us witness so many of them
Yes.
becoming Muslims, and they are exemplary Muslims.
Mhm.
And they just need to make small adjustments in their lives. It's not a major change for them.
Yes.
The stigma of being a Muslim is a problem,
Yes, that's true.
because the not just negative media, but we give fuel to that negative media.
True.
You know, today in the dawah in the Western world is changed. It's no longer you can speak to someone about Islam.
Yes.
No longer you could give them a leaflet,
True.
or you could give them a CD or DVD or
True.
a copy of Quran. Even though some people, like myself, are still brave enough to do that.
To do that.
Yes.
Huda TV's social media sites are the best way to contact us from anywhere around the world. Stay connected with Huda TV's latest news and programs through Facebook, Twitter, Google+, YouTube, Skype, and Instagram. It's fast and easy. Stay up to date with your favorite shows and scholars today. Huda TV, a light in every home.